Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and it's match day 29 in the Bundesliga. Just 6 match days are remaining, and we have still a lot of things to be played for. Title race is still sort of there. Borussia Dortmund needs some sort of a miracle. They are 9 points behind Bayern Munich, so they need Bayern to drop some points if they want to have a go at a title. Still fighting for European places, and the relegation battle is still on. So let's go ahead and make our predictions for a match day 29. The first game, it's Augsburg versus Hoffenheim, 11th versus 6th. Now, Augsburg, if in my opinion, their season, in my opinion, is basically done. That they are mid-table. They're not going to qualify for Europe. They're not going to get relegated. So they are going to finish mid-table. They would want to finish in that top 10 position, but their form is not that good. They are playing against an Hoffenheim side who are having an amazing season, but their form recently has been quite terrible. For both of them, just 1 win in their last 5 games. So coming into this game, their forms have not been good, but Hoffenheim have something to play for. They still have a chance to qualify for the Champions League, and they would want to make sure to get a good result. And playing a team like Augsburg, who are not in a good form, is a great chance for them to do it. But I don't think they are going to be able to do that. I think they are going to get a draw in this one. I'm going for an entertaining 1-1 draw between Augsburg and Hoffenheim. Up next, it's Wolfsburg versus Frankfurt. It's 17th versus 7th. Wolfsburg are all over the place, just 1 point out of the possible last 15, 4 defeats in their last 5 games. They are struggling really hard at the moment, and it keeps on getting increasingly likely that they are going to get relegated this season because there's no form whatsoever. They are playing against a Frankfurt side who have won twice in their last 5 games. Their dreams of European football are looking very slim at the moment, but they need as many points as they can from all of the games that they are playing. And I think this is one of those games that Frankfurt have to win if they want some sort of a miracle to get into Europe. And I think they are going to be able to win this game, and I think it's going to be a comfortable win as well. So I'm going for a very comfortable 3-1 win for Frankfurt. Moving on, it's RB Leipzig versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. It's 3rd versus 13th. Now, both of these teams are in a really good form. Gladbach have, just lost once in their last 5 games, 2 wins and 2 draws. Leipzig themselves are playing really good football, 3 wins in their last 5 games. And both of them are, fighting for something. Leipzig are on 3rd position in the league, but just based on goal difference, there's still a fight going for those Champions League places. So they know how important every single game is. Mönchengladbach, on the other hand, they are still not out of that relegation battle. Their recent form has really, sort of put a gap between them and the teams below them. But there's still a chance that they could get dragged in, with a couple of bad results and good results for other teams. So, every single game is important for them. I'm expecting goals in this game. I think it's going to be a very fun game, and it would not be surprising for me if Gladbach get a result in this game as well. Leipzig at home, they would really need a win here, but I don't think we are going to get a winner here. I think we are going to get an entertaining draw. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between RB Leipzig and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then it's a massive game. It's Borussia Dortmund versus Bayer Leverkusen. It's 2nd versus 4th. Both of teams, are playing for different reasons at the moment. Dortmund cannot afford any slip up at the moment. If they really want to, put any sort of pressure on Bayern Munich and they want to catch them, they need to win every single game. There is no other, option for Borussia Dortmund. Their form has been quite good recently, 4 wins on a row for them. They won last weekend as well, right at the end. So it shows that they are trying everything that they can in their power, to put pressure on Bayern Munich and get close to them. They are playing against a Leverkusen side who themselves are fighting to get into European football. Undefeated in their last 5 games, but just 2 wins out in those 5 games. They're out of 1 win in their last 4 games. 3 games have been draw. They won last weekend as well. So it's a very tight game. I think it's going to be a very tight game. It's going to be an entertaining game. Both of these teams are going to come in and they are going to play their attacking style football. I'm expecting goals in this one, and I just have a sneaky feeling that Dortmund are going to do it in this game as well. They are going to put more pressure on Bayern Munich after this game as well. I'm expecting a very entertaining, a game full of goals, but I think in the end Dortmund sneak it. I'm going for a very fun, very entertaining 3-2 win for Borussia Dortmund. Then you have Heidenheim versus Union Berlin. It is 18th versus 10th. Now Heidenheim, it looks almost certain that they are going to get relegated. They need some sort of a big miracle to stay in the league. Their form is not really helping at the moment. Winless in their last 5 games, 4 defeats in their last 5 games as well. Playing against the Union Berlin side who are 10th in the table. They are, in my opinion, they are still, they could be dragged into the relegation battle if they have, a couple of bad results. But on a whole, I think they are safe. If I'm being very, very honest with you, I think they are going to get, they are going to be safe. They cannot qualify for Europe. So for Union Berlin, it's not that their season is basically done, but they are just fighting for that top 10 finish, and I would love to, finish in the top 10. And I think this is one of those games where Union Berlin are going to be quite relaxed. If Heidenheim needed some sort of a win, if they needed some sort of point, I think this could be one of those games where they can go and take advantage of Union Berlin not being that bothered, if I can say so. And I think that is going to happen. I'm going for a very shocking 1-0 win for Heidenheim. Then you have St. Pauli versus Bayern Munich. It's 16th versus 1st. Now, St. Pauli would be very, very disappointed that they did not win the game last weekend. They were very close to winning it, and they, then they gave it away. And it's not really good for them. Currently, just 1 win in their last 5 games. Their form has not been that good. Winless in their last 4 games as well. And they are hosting Bayern Munich, who are on in an incredible run of form at the moment. They are quite ahead in the league as well. 4 wins out of their last 5 games, undefeated in so many games. Basically destroyed Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League coming into this game as well. So I think the only advantage here St. Pauli have, and that's a very slight advantage, is that Bayern played midweek away in the Champions League, and this is an away game. So the only thing for that could work in St. Pauli's favor is that maybe some of those players, might feel in a bit of tiredness and whatnot, playing away consecutively for 2 games. But I don't think that's really gonna matter. I think it could turn out to be a very shocking result of the weekend. I don't know why, but I feel St. Pauli might surprise Bayern Munich here. I think they are going to draw points, and I think if Dortmund win, I think there could be a bit of pressure on Bayern Munich. If you watch last weekend's game against Freiburg, you can see, they struggle a bit, Bayern Munich, against Freiburg, and St. Pauli can maybe do something here because they are fighting for their lives at the moment. The more desperate a team at the bottom gets, harder it is for teams to go there and get the job done. And that is why I think we are going to see a drop of points here for Bayern Munich. I am expecting goals, but I'm not expecting a winner. I'm going for a very entertaining 1-1 draw between St. Pauli and Bayern Munich. Moving on, it's a big game. It's Cologne versus Werder Bremen. It's 16th versus 15th. Just a points separates both of these teams. Both of them are still in that relegation scrap. If you look at the form, to be very honest with you, Cologne are in a really, really horrid form. Winless in their last 5 games. 3 defeats and 2 draws. Bremen, on the other hand, they have won 3 out of their last 5 games, but just 1 win in their last 3 games and 2 defeats. So this is one of those games, which could go either way. I think it will be quite a physical game. If Bremen would have been, the home side, I would have given them the win here. But because they are away and it's Cologne home stadium, I think we are going to get a draw here as well. I don't expect goals in this game, if I'm being very honest with you. So that is why I'm going for a 0-0 draw between FC Cologne and Werder Bremen. Up next, it's Stuttgart versus Hamburg. It's 4th versus 12th. Stuttgart fighting it out for those Champions League places. Their defeat last week has put them in the 4th position. They are level on points, with Leipzig at 3rd, but just based on goal difference, they are 4th. They are playing against a Hamburg side who are, quite at the bottom of the table. I still think, they are in that relegation scrap. They might be safe, but not, they still need a couple of wins to make sure that, they don't get relegated to Bundesliga 2. I think this will be a very easy game for Stuttgart, if I'm being very honest with you. Hamburg are not in a good form, and Stuttgart, on the other hand, they are playing really good football, and I think they are going to get the job done, and I think it's going to be an easy win for them. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Stuttgart. And the last game this weekend is Mainz versus Freiburg. It's 9th versus 8th. Just 4 points separate these 2 teams in the table. But the form is completely different. Mainz are in an amazing run of form, undefeated in their last 5 games, 3 wins in a row against a Freiburg side who are all over the place. Just 1 win in their last 5 games. They should have won last weekend against Bayern Munich, but they threw away a 2-0 lead. And I think that is still going to be, heavy on their mind as well. And as you say, Mainz are in a really good form. They are the home side as well, and that is why I'm going for a Mainz win. I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I think there are going to be goals in this game, but in the end, I think Mainz are going to nick it. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Mainz, and that is my predictions for match day 29 in Bundesliga. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.